I'm really in a season of like embracing my intuition. I am nice. I'm extremely understanding of whatever the case may be, but please don't think I'm not trusting my gut. Please don't think I'm not trusting my intuition, praying about it. I feel like I say this quote so much by the author of Soft Magic. It's a poetry book, Upal Shisala. Intuition is God whispering. The big signs are God yelling. The point is, I'm trusting my intuition. A situation that happened recently, and I know like me explaining it, I was understanding of like maybe the other side of it. But at the same time, I was like, no. I was very definitive. And I think, you know, as I talk about me celebrating like my growth and being a creative, trusting your intuition, they work in tandem. I always pray for discernment. I always pray for wisdom, knowledge, and, you know, the sharpening of my intuition, and of course God's will. But baby, I'm gonna trust that gut. You hear me? I'm gonna trust that gut. It is a peaceful feeling knowing that I'm walking into a chapter of my life where I'm actually trusting myself to make decisions. Maybe I'll do this as a separate episode. Let me just talk a little bit about dating. And I was actually thinking about very much dating today and just kind of cackling, because even me titling that series Very Much Dating, I really wasn't dating. I, to this day, have not seen that nigga. And just so y'all know, yes, he did try to link, but it was on some, you actually kind of hate me as a man. You don't like me. This nigga texted me, mind you, again, just to trust in my intuition, baby. People have been left on red, getting ignored. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't give a fuck. I got stuff to do. Me centering a man or the prospective relationship with me and a man, baby, that's just not. Now, again, God's will, no shade. But if you're asking how much I care, I think the answer would surprise you genuinely to the things that I'm just saying. Actually, never mind, nigga. Like, so he had begun hitting me up in increased frequency. And I was like, what do this nigga want? What do you want? Literally one day, y'all know I've been working 2 jobs, baby. So when I takes me a nap, and I think I was scheduled on a Friday, I was like, lunch, bitch. Nap. I was napping under the covers on my couch. I feel my phone vibrating. I look up. First of all, I thought he was blocked. Don't know how that even came through, to be honest. Check my phone. I see BDE. I said, good night. And silenced it, because don't be disturbing my naps. I don't play about a nap, and you ain't talking about nothing. Baby, old Brittany, the way I would have been so giddy, looking all great, smiling wide as fuck on that phone, bitch. I said, nigga, fuck you. Call me another time. Again, didn't answer. What do you want? What's up? Texted. I don't want to talk to you. And the gag is these niggas don't be talking about nothing. They'll be talking about nothing. Bro, when I tell you, it's an older nigga on my line. Yes, I have been. I'll say all that to say, I'm gonna come back to that BDE story, but I have really been out here a little bit dating, walking in the dating world, right? I've been experiencing, I would say, a spectrum of men in age. I say all that to say, young and old. Anyway, this is this older nigga, not too young. Let's say 20s, early 20s. Which would I do it again? To be honest, this is Brittany in Post. There are a few tweets that detail what I'm about to go into a little bit in terms of the age spectrum. It says, when women turn 30, the entire dating pool opens up for you. The 40 to 60 somethings are hard on our tails, and the 20 somethings want in. And there's another one. Let me find it. Yeah, but the other one was pretty much about something really changes when you turn 30, and like it's just different a little bit. I will say it's an interesting experience for me dating people, or like even talking to people who are like younger than me, because I'm like, what is this about? So I've been dipping my toe in that. It's been interesting. Some people younger than me, I'm like, oh no, you got to go. Some people I'm like, damn, you have lived a life. Like, they teaching me things. And I'm just like, you're so interesting. Like, but again, this is Brittany from July 28th talking. I'm going to let y'all tap back into the episode. Bye. I talked a little bit about, long story short, I came across a biker boy, and he like spun the block. He spun the block to get my information. And also, can I just say, when the and material are put in same sentence, make sure you put my face up there on that screen. Like, make sure you do that. Don't play with me. Face card. Mind you, this nigga saw me. He was gone. He was like far. He was riding. I had stopped at a light. He was riding. He looked back at me. Because, like, mind you, I'm sitting there at the stoplight. I love the biker boys also. So, bitch, I'm watching. I'm like, yeah. There they go. I'm like, yeah, what's up? You know, with my eyes. And I'm like, looking at them pass. They go fast, but I'm looking at them. He's like staring at me. And I'm like, what is he looking at? Like, is he looking at me? He's like staring to the point where he's riding. He looks back and waves. So I then wave back. And I'm like, ha, like, hi. I make a left. He's like in the right. I'm left, he's right. On the road. I make a left. I'm driving. I maybe get to the first light. I'm hearing him. I'm like, wait. Is that him? I turn. He's like slowing down. He's like trying to talk to me. I end up like stopping at a light and we start talking. I got his Instagram. And, long story short, I may have to get on the back of that bike. But anyway, he's a little younger, but it's like a trade-off. Like, I want an age mate, sure, but like, I just haven't met an age mate as a biker boy on the back of that bike doing stunts and stuff. So, till I do, baby. Or if I do, that's not important. But this one, yeah, he's younger than me. And I told him. He's like, okay, what that mean? Anyway, he may or may not have asked me what I was doing this weekend. Anywho, I might cracking myself up over here. I'm talking to this older guy, be blowing up my phone and like texting me, like not even just light questions. It's very much like, you're in my business, which again, intuition. He asked me what I was doing one day, like also asking me what you doing. Why do it matter? There is a creator on that clock app, baby. Oh my gosh. I love her content. I'm sorry. She come out with that iPad. I think her name is Niami or something. She comes out with that iPad and I watch the whole thing. I really do. I save it. I love her. It's really giving that because it's like, why are you on my phone in my business? You're not my man. And so she has a series on humbling men. And I'm just like, girl, I'm listening because I think I can be a little too nice. And I think it just allots people to get on my fucking nerves. And niggas try to be bigger than a program. But we're going to come back to that. But I'm learning how to, the more I trust my intuition and just don't fuck with shit, I'm learning how to be like, actually in X, Y, and Z, bitch, because you got me fucked up. And I'm trying not to do that with this man because he's been nice. I walk around my neighborhood and I love walking around my neighborhood because like, one, I get to see and meet my neighbors, put houses to people and family and like, that is community. Early this year, I recently developed a relationship with my next door neighbor and she's so nice. Literally in our first conversation, we were maybe talking for like 30, 45 minutes. She ended up gifting me something for my house, like the decor and everything. And she's really nice. I got her number. Like, it's giving neighbors, mind you. I've been at my house for a minute and I really don't know many people. And so I notice like when I walk a lot of times and I'm reading or I'm walking or I'm like listening to my voice messages and like talking to my phone or I'm walking and it's either a physical book or an iBook, but I do walk and read. For me, it's kind of a kill two birds, one stone thing. It's just like some days I'd be like, am I going to walk? Or am I going to read? And if I'm reading, then I might as well walk while I do it and get these steps in. I am on a step challenge at work. I'm in like 8th place, baby. Anyway, girl, these people got millions of steps. I'm like, hold on, bitch. Hold on. How many I got today? 4,000. Okay. I need like 2,000 to get some points in this. Anywho, I walk and read. And so I'm walking and reading one day and he like says, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, how you doing? I try to be kind of nice because I'm like, that I am in the community. This is my neighborhood. I'm going to probably see you again. But he was like, hey, what's up? And then I'm walking and he's asking me as I'm walking, am I putting anything on the grill? And I'm like, no, not this time. His daughter was like, you should come to our cookout. I was like, huh? You should come to our cookout tomorrow for Memorial Day. I was like, me? She was like, yeah. I was like, I mean, I'm not going to deny a child. I'm not gonna do that. And do I think he told her to? No. We actually talked about that. He was very surprised, but he was like, at the time, he was like, yeah, thank you, Jordan. But it just happened so quick. Like, he was literally still talking to me about my plans, and I was like, And she invited me. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna come. He comes up to exchange information, and as he's doing that, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing nothing too crazy. Like, I'm going to just put some burgers on the grill, do some lamb chops and some crab legs. I said, you say, huh? What did you say? Crab leg? I was like, yeah, 202. Write it down and get it right, okay? We exchanged information. I don't know how we got there. And this one interaction, we were talking about basketball. And if you listen to the gratitude episode, then you know my favorite basketball team. I'm a Knicks fan. I went to Madison Square Garden, saw LeBron, Lakers versus Knicks, got the tickets off of Twitter for like maybe $200 for two. My mind was blown. And like, I know why people are like, oh yeah, Madison Square Garden, bitch. Huge, incredible venue. It was so many like celebrities in the build, like Michael B. Jordan, somebody from Stranger Things. I can literally name like 20 celebrities because it's the Knicks. It's New York. It was Lakers versus the Knicks. Ever since then, this was in 2023. It was like an historical point type thing for LeBron. I don't know if it was like, it couldn't have been 1,000 points. It was some type of record he was about to break it. I think he did the Nets, and it was like, it didn't happen with the Nets. And it's like, is it going to happen with the Knicks? Okay, I know y'all hear me talking. First of all, don't play with me even when it comes to basketball, because I may not have much salt in the game, but the household I was raised in, my mom loves sports. Football and basketball. She loves sports. Knows everything about it. She's a Lakers fan. She's a Cowboys fan. So you can only imagine. So I know a little something about something, especially basketball. And I'm not sure if, I think the Knicks won, but Jalen Brunson was fucking killing it. And I was like, bitch, this is my team. So we were talking about that. He's a New York nigga. He's from New York. And I have to say New York nigga because it's like the way he talks, like, even though he's older than me. I'm not gonna lie. He's older, but he look good. I'm not gonna lie. He's cute. And he talking with the accent and saying son and dead ass, and you know what I mean? It's just like, what's a girl to do? Anyway, the nigga is kind of like abusing his cell phone privileges, bitch. I have to cut him off. I haven't blocked yet, but he stopped. The way I have to ignore this man, because it's like, why are you on my phone and you're not talking about nothing? Talking about what you doing. Can I come get a hug? Mind you, he has not been over here, and I'm also very anti men in your house nowadays, But for now, no. Even though when I went to watch the game, he pretty much finished his entire basement, and y'all know I need my basement done. I'm never trying to take advantage, but it's like, to find a man that actually knows something about using his hands and building something. And it's another nigga I'm talking to. He was also a contractor. He texted me. I'm ignoring him because I'm like, what? No shade. I'm busy. Like, if you're going to step and I allow you to even get your big toe a little bit in the door, bitch, you better step. I need you stump the yard stepping, bitch. Like, NPHC National Convention, bitch, step. If you ain't stepping, we don't have anything to talk about. Come on, you ask me what I'm doing. It's like the type of nigga that asks you if you hungry and won't send no food. What are you asking me for? What do you want with me? I'm not trying to be nobody's pen pal. But he has been trying to link, but I ain't trying, like, he wanted to see me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What? To even think that that's possible with a, like me? No, but no. I got shit to do. And if I had nothing to do, probably still no. Because for what? Now, I know I was talking about doing a little something and very much dating 1 and 2. I'm not boning these niggas. And that's why I'm not even pressed. I'm not with my hand out. Now I am like, if you want some attention, plan a date, show up, nigga. You in my phone, put some money in the phone. Like, it's always what you doing, never, here's $100. Like, pay a bill. I'm like, Now I get what the aunties were saying. Why you in my phone? You're not paying no bill. You ain't even paying the phone bill. But you texting me all day. You want me to come over? And I did tell him about the basement. But I'm like, nah, cause he texts too much. He called too much. It's like I want to say he don't know boundaries, but it's like, why do I even have to set that as a boundary? Like, leave me alone. Now he has stopped texting me. I think he got the point. It's just, one day this week I went to a conference for work. The day it was all rainy, I went to Richmond. Now, phenomenal time. Ate good. Fit could have been better. I did not factor in I was going to be seeing more people than my regular team. Even though where I work at, black people work there too. And it's like, in some environments that, don't got a little bit of culture, who cares? Like, who cares about your wig? Who cares about your outfit? It's a lot of us at my job and on my team, which is a huge blessing. Ooh, God, it's good. I mean, it was cute, but wrong for the weather. It was rainy. I had stayed up till 2 a.m. working on my final presentation for my AIGA DC mentorship program, which was like overall editing a YouTube video, which is now My Podcast is My Portfolio series. Girl, I thought this recording stopped. Somebody is calling me. Yeah, that is now called My Podcast is My Portfolio, the teaser. So, did that. Stayed up till 2 a.m. I woke up at 5. And it's not really jokingly because I'm really serious. I always say, even if you don't have an alarm clock, if you just say, God, can you please wake me up? Can you please make sure I'm up for this meeting or whatever the case may be? You will typically wake up. Like, I promise y'all. Try God. I bet he will show out. So sometimes I just be like, Lord, just wake me up at the right time. Like, there have been times where I have gotten up earlier than my alarm because I'm like, if I'm up, I need to be up. I think it was the fact that I had went to bed at 2 and I had jolted up. The point is, God would really be your alarm clock and get you up at the perfect time where you need to be up for something. Like, he don't miss. So my eyes like pop open, like I'm just up. And I was like, bro, what time is it? 5 a.m.? I was like, nah, bro, like, please. Like, I knew I had to get in that email. I knew I had to just like prep some stuff. I knew I had a day ahead of me. Like, I had meetings. That's the gag. It wasn't a light day. I really had stuff to do. But I got up I kept snoozing. I got up at the last minute. I, at this point, don't even have time to like change my clothes because I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna be late. And like, I don't want to be late because I want to make sure I get breakfast and I want to make sure I like, settle into my day. Try to be responsible. Bake me some fish. I was going to eat some fish pasta with pesto. I had a plan. I get to the office. I see one of my coworkers. I'm like, oh, shit. I have that conference today. I get there and I remember all of that. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm searching in my car, trying to find another outfit. I'm like, why did I not put pants on today? And on top of that, I just like to love my outfit. I just do. Y'all know I love a fit, okay? Follow thrifting, y'all. I just be experimenting with shit. And I end up loving it. Like my brown vest palazzo pant look. I got those pants from a thrift sale. $50. Okay, let me continue. I'll share another reel about that, baby. Y'all know I gotta focus. Anywho, I like a cute outfit, especially in the office. Now I gotta go to a conference and meet people and network. Baby, I was stressed. I ended up bringing a change of clothes. It was a little something I was gonna try to put together because I had some pants, girl. I don't even know if I can fit those pants. Y'all know I'm thick. Okay. But I was desperate. I ended up staying the same, child. I actually met some really dope black women. If you don't know, I work in like a very niche area. I'm kind of a girly in STEM for real. I work in energy. And I met other black women who work in energy and sustainability. And that was just really dope. When I was in a part of Virginia, Richmond, I don't come too often. I need to because I heard it's lit. I ended up just enjoying the experience. Also ate good, baby. Because technically it counted as like a work trip because it was a conference. I'm so glad I went. But also with that, I wasn't even getting home till 9 p.m. Imagine a nigga texting your phone. This is all within only getting like 3-4 hours of sleep. Going to the office thinking it's going to be an office day, actually having to go to a conference, not getting back till 9 p.m. And then a nigga texting your phone, talking about what you're doing, tune into my podcast. And it's an Instagram live. And this is no shade. I know I said in the propaganda thing, men with a podcast mic. Maybe that is also the issue. And this is why I don't even be trying to tell people I do a podcast no more. Because like, if he do a podcast, at this point, I don't want to relate. Unless your podcast is really good. It depends on what the vision is for the podcast, okay? It depends on the vision. Not to say anything negative about his podcast. I'm trying to choose my words very carefully. In 2025, thinking about a man with a podcast mic, we know. But imagine somebody texting your phone, talking about tuning to my podcast, so and so calling me. No. Anywho. I actually had to reschedule a date this past week because I literally didn't have time, and I just rescheduled my nail appointment. Ashley, when we gonna link? Make sure you follow at _ the nailpreneur, THENAILPRENEUR. That's my girl. I'm gonna finally get my nails. I've been taking a break. I gotta text her like, I need these nails pieced up, baby. I had to cancel my nail appointment. I had to cancel a date. And you think I got time to sit here texting you? This is also what irritated me. He had asked me what I was doing at that time. I finally responded. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, just get back from my work conference. You gonna respond to my podcast? Like, really? I'm about to flip all this shit over. Like, what? I don't know. It kind of gave insensitive. Again, trust my intuition. Nah. Because what do you really want? Anywho, so it's another man on my line. Let me tell this little cute story, y'all. I was, again, I work at a bar, so sometimes I host. And you know, when you host in a neighborhood that is around other businesses, you get to know other people who work in that vicinity. And, you know, you see people. And so I see this guy who the last time I worked, you know, we had a conversation, talking more about like what he does. We just had a cute little conversation. He cute. Another interesting thing about my dating life, I'm like, it's 2 things happened yesterday. A few things happened. 3 things. I'll tell you all 3. In one of the interactions, he is really like a Mo. And both of these people, actually, it gives Mo PG. And it's just so funny because I'm just like, wow, you are so DC. Like the dude yesterday, he gotta be from DC. He gotta. Anywho, back to guy A, okay? Yesterday, he walked by and I was like, oh, hey, like, how are you? You know, like, good to see you. And, you know, it gives that tweet I just shared about, in case y'all can't tell, this tweet changed my life. It said, I see why my ex didn't want me outside. These niggas light up when they see me. And they do. So go back to guy A. You know, he in a do-rag. Just cute. Like, I don't know. I really don't feel like I have a type. I really don't think I have a type. Well, y'all know I got a type because I said it very much dating one. That's a part of my type, but he was just very cute. Like, again, it gave PG. So I'm like, ooh, hey, boo. So he come through smiling. I start smiling and I'm like, hey, how are you? How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. And he's like, yeah, like, good to see you. Da-da-da. I think he comes back again. And also note, this is gonna be all over the place, but niggas really do be going out of their way to like, baby, get in my line of view, get my attention, baby. I'm just like, y'all, please. Anywho, not to say he did that, but the amount of times I can recollect somebody like, oh, you don't normally do this, but you're doing it for me. Okay, okay. Anyway, that's what that face card aura energy make him do. Anyway, again, new season, baby. Is like I said, it's giving dating. And I'm talking all this shit. I be back and forth. But I'm outside. Let me just say. So he comes by again and I'm like, ooh, it's him again. Like, hey, how you doing? Like, I was literally in the midst of a conversation. Hate to be that girl. I was in the midst of a conversation. I saw him. I said, oh, hey, how you doing? Huh? And he was like, yeah, like, how long you gonna be out here? And I was like, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna see like what the weather does. You know, the skies are dark, all these things. And he's like, okay, like next time I come through, I'm gonna bring you the, I got a sweatshirt. I'm gonna bring you my hoodie. I was like, what? I was like, you gonna bring me your hoodie? He was like, yeah, so you don't be cold. I was like, oh, thank you. I love a sweetie. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it just was sweet. And, you know, we exchanged names. He told me his name. I told him mine. I was like, okay, you know, see you soon. And he walked off and I was like, ooh. And long story short, it did soon after ended up raining. I think he might not have been able to like get back out. And I also came inside. So like with the functionality of both of our jobs, like we would not have been outside with all of that raining. And so I didn't see him again. So I'm like, dang, I gotta wait a week to see my boo. And so also I'm hosting again, as y'all can tell, hosting for me is like, and also just working at a bar. Obviously, I love it, but it's fun for me because I'm like, ooh, like, especially when I'm hosting, I'm like, ooh, I can look cute. And like, I put my little fit together yesterday. I wore my day breaks because, you know, you got to think comfort in the shoe. I really need to do an OOTD, but when I do my work outfits, but I be rushing. I be rushing, baby. It's time to go. Anyway, I wore day breaks. I had this like top kind of almost distressed, like a really cute tight-ish dress from Zara that I got from like Chicago last year when I went in August, like as a part of my birthday festivities, and tags on it, first time wearing it. And I'm like, ooh, okay, like what does this outfit need? I'm like, you know what? It got to give boobies. I got to pop with the girlies. And and I talk about this a little bit in my Megan Act 2 album review. Go listen to that. Thank you. Worked very hard on that vid. Okay. I talk about in that how like I have always been somebody like I love short shorts. I love short skirts. I love busty tops. And then God decided in his big brain to give me some yitties. Did not always have these. I talk about the grown woman body in the Sunday Leftovers episode. Yes, baby, I'm plugging these episodes. Go listen. And it's like, as a part of my grown woman body package, deluxe, he gave me some yitties. And so, it would be a dishonor and a shame to not love what the gift of some boobies at this stage in my life, and some booty, because like I said, it's giving thick. Okay, I eat my rice and cabbage. Literally, I'm eating rice and cabbage right now. I went to Taste the Caribbean yesterday. Shout out to them. Anywho, it's giving thick, it's giving yitty. So I'm like, you know what? Let me wear this bra with this dress. And it's hard sometimes to decide on the dress, because some dresses, especially like fast fashion, it don't do justice to the tummy area. And again, I'm thick. Y'all thought I meant just an ass. Like, it's, I eat my rice and cabbage, so it's like, it just don't be fitting right on the curves, and it make the stomach look different than what it's supposed to look like. And I was like, you know what? I think it's cute enough. I'm gonna wear it. Also, some things, you walk, especially with a booty like mine, the dress just ride up too much. You gotta keep pulling it down. Like, did I have to pull it down? Yes, but it wasn't anything crazy. And it was cute. Short, busty, cute, sneakers, comfortable, functional. I love dressing for work, because, like, I'm on a mission. I gotta be comfortable and I gotta be cute. How is that gonna work? And I figured it out. And I did get a lot of compliments yesterday. A lot of people were enamored, especially, again, I be at the host stand, y'all. Somebody was talking to me about something. She was connecting me with somebody, and she was like, I just want you to know he's a flirt. And I'm like, girl, I work at the host stand. Like, I be out there. It was one guy, I asked for IDs. He's like, I'm old enough to be your daddy. Why you asking for my ID? Then the kicker, he tried to slide in, and how old are you? I was like, again, intuition. I was like, I'm old enough. But he was pressing it. He was like, how old are you? Like, I'm old enough to work at the bar. Like, yeah. And even the black woman he was with was like, she was born in 19, none of your business. I was like, thank you, queen. Thank you, queen. Like, what? People try it. They try it. Sometimes I accept it. Sometimes I be pressed. Like, even serving, there was one table, I was like, let me handle that. They was from Richmond. They was, y'all, it was these big, tall, fine niggas. Big, tall, fine niggas. I was like, oh, hey. And this day, baby, it's a fun challenge for me to, like, make my outfits at work cute. So when I serve, I have to wear a t-shirt, and I'm like, okay, bet. Y'all know I love a skirt. And so I like twist up my shirt so it's tight. And I'm like, ooh, I bought for $2 from the thrift store a Fashion Nova skirt, and it has like rips in it. It's almost like gym material, but it has like rips in it. And it's like tight enough. It's kind of like, ooh, is that your booty? Is that your... It's yellow. You can like see the pocket. Like, you got to like straighten it out. Like, it gives. I don't know. It gives. Again, it was only $2. So, okay, let me wear this. Some sneakers. I was looking cute this day. I always look cute at work. I did my hair. I just was cute. Okay. I'm serving. And so, I walk over there, shaking my big fat booty. I'm like, hi, hello. My name is Brittany. How are you? Y'all from here? Where y'all from? I tried to get them a bigger table because they was big. They was big, and they kind of looked uncomfortable. I wasn't successful in getting the table, but I did try. And I'm like talking to them, flirting with them, taking their number, not the number. You can't do too much. Sometimes you just gotta shake your booty. I don't know. Take their order, deliver their drinks, talk with them, like da-da-da. Also, that same night is when I had scheduled the dates that I had to eventually reschedule, but he was like kissing my hand, and like, now again, boundaries, intuition. He was doing certain stuff. I'm like, okay, you can kind of get away with this right now, like. I'm listening. And so, we scheduled a date, and he still texting and calling me. I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't like, I'm trying to figure out how much I care, how much I want to actually date. Or do I just want to be cute? Or both. Like, if I give somebody my time and energy, like I gotta trust it. And not to say I'm not trusting anything, but I'm just like, I ain't rushing. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool as a fan right now. Anyway, that was a cute outfit. And then yesterday was a cute outfit. And so I'm looking cute at work. I say all that to say I'm looking cute at work yesterday. And like, especially cute because I'm in my own clothes. I'm like I had just got my eyebrows done. Like I had my little lip combo. Again, I did my hair in this cute little style. I was rushing. I'm trying not to be late. But, you know, it was a look. I felt cute. Again, what's that tweet? These niggas light up when they see me. Like, that's really what it gives. And so I'm outside. There's like a guy lurking. He's really lurking. I'm like, oh, okay. He must work here. He must be waiting on somebody. Like he must have something going on related to this place. He's standing there. He's not really moving. At one point I had even like talked to him, like just turned my head finally because we were in the same place at the same time. Turned my head. I was like, hey. I feel like he gave some response. I'm just like, anyway. I said, okay. Sometimes I have certain interactions with men where I can just be like, get out of here. Go somewhere, niggas. No shade. That was kind of my feelings. And so I'm chatting with him. That was like our one interaction. Mind you, I'm at work. People are coming. We're busy. I'm on my job, actually. Is what's going on. A woman in STEM, especially working at the host stand, baby. I'm on my job. We fill up really quickly, get a wait list. People are like trying to come in. It's like at capacity, not at capacity, all these things. And so I really don't have time to even really focus on him lurking because I actually have something to do. I'm trying to, if Boo won, what should we call him? Sweater guy, sweatshirt guy, hoodie guy, wear my hoodie guy. Like, you want me in your hoodie already? You want me to steal a hoodie already? Okay. Y'all, I need to see him again. Like, I think I do have a crush. I don't know. But again, it's so cute to have a crush. And now I just have multiple. It's just like, He probably witnessed one of those interactions because he was really just standing right there. And eventually, I think this may have been after. I don't know. He comes up and talks to me. And he's like, hey, how you doing? Like, you got a boyfriend? I was like, yeah, I got many boyfriends. I was like, I got a lot of those. He was like, can I be one of them? I was like laughing and he was like, yeah, like I wanted to talk to you, but you know, you were doing your thing. I didn't want to interrupt. I was building up the confidence. I was like, you were waiting to talk to me. So let's tally, y'all. And I ain't even going too much because this is almost an hour. It's one guy pulling a Yui on the bike. And when I say he's a biker boy, he be doing the stunts. And I'm like, oh. So got him pulling a Yui to give me his Instagram, okay? And then we got him. We gonna call him Benz because that's what he was driving. And I don't want to give him a negative nickname because I'm still kind of deciphering that interaction. He was like, yeah, like I was waiting and you were busy. And I'm like, I was. This is Brittany editing in post. We have the guy on the bike pulling a Yui. We have Lurker. We have Sweater Guy. We have guy at the bar who set a date with me. Just so far, this is just like 2 days of my life, y'all. Anywho, jump back in. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, like maybe I like try to read a little book, get my reading in. Girl, can't. Because sometimes it is just like staring into the void. I was busy. And he was like, yeah, like I was waiting for you. Like, I just want to talk to you. You know, like I was like checking you out. You look really good. And so he was like, you know, you got an Instagram. I was like, okay, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? So yeah, I can't say too much about too many things. So if you see me and you know me, just ask me, tell me what's up. You know, I do have male listeners on my podcast, y'all. It's a metric, baby. It's a metric. Men actually listen to my podcast. And it's like figuring out how I feel about that. Of course, nothing I do is for the male gaze. Everything I do is for the bitches. To quote the infamous, like everything I do is connected to black women, essentially. And I'm just, like what? Don't come over here trying to mansplain nothing. Don't come over here trying to mansplain nothing. Just sit there, eat your food, listen if you're gonna listen, share, like, engage, follow. Like, just sit there and eat your food. That is all to say. You know, it gives girl time, but it's like, y'all, we just gonna have to talk about some things offline, okay? But dating life overall, and let me get back to that BDE story real quick. He had been calling me, texting me. He like called me twice. Then had the audacity, maybe like 3-4 times. 2 to 3 times, right? That range. Then had the audacity to text me, oh, I'm putting in the effort. You ain't meet me halfway. Bitch! What? You're not doing anything. I've yet to see a planned date come across my phone until The nigga actually did text me, hey, but listen to the type of bullshit he was on. Hey, what you doing today? Let's eat somewhere in my area and then we can go to my place. I just rolled my eyes, by the way. I was getting all this communication from him. I was like, oh, he must have lost his hoe. You must be down one. Or all. And you think that on the first link, I'm going to come to where you are? Go to your house? Are you putting gas in my car? The nigga don't live that close. You got me fucked up. And I think that's one instance of somebody who thinks they are bigger than the program. You're not. You're not bigger than me. You actually ain't talking about Nathan. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I'm the biggest. Boo. Come correct or leave it on the playground. I'm not pressed for your ass. Pressed for your wiener? Like, what? I haven't seen you and you think I'm just gonna pull up to your house and fuck you? You're crazy. Nah. And my ass. I was like, oh yeah, I'll come over. Maybe I should rob you too. Actually, let me pull up my text. Cause he sent me that text and I immediately say, hey, not the same day link. And really I said too much because I was like, I'm not free tonight. If you want to see me, you gonna have to say something about 48 hours in advance. Actually make it 100 with his ass. I'm not linking with you and you asking me today. What? I got shit to do. He talking about you drive such a hard bargain. Why do you think I'm trying to dick you down every chance that I can? I was like, why you trying to take me to your place on the first link? Screams dick down. With the nope meme. So that I can have intimate one-on-one time with you. Why else would I be trying to do so? Exactly. Intimate. Let's have friendly. Let's have casual. Let's have platonic one-on-one. Why it gotta be intimate? And see, niggas were really telling themselves. I said, you want to get intimate one-on-one with me? The first time you may see me and sit down across the table from me, that's a lot. But you may get robbed. So, I mean, let me think about it. Because, you know, I'm going to get something. I'm leaving here with something. And I may play a game the whole time, but I'm leaving here with something. And I'm in the story there. Anywho, yeah, I'm in my era of, it's just that tweet. These niggas be lighting up every time they see me. I was in Walmart today walking. He was like, you need help with anything? I was like, no, I got what I need. Because he really like kind of yelled it across the aisle. I was like, I'm good. You talking to me? I'm okay. Thank you. And he was like, you ready to check out? I was like, yeah. Checked me out. He was trying to get me to upgrade my phone, really. And he was like, yeah, I don't even work over here. I do X, Y, and Z, but, you know, you just were so beautiful. I just had to come and talk to you. And no, the first thing he said was, I just want your man to know how extremely lucky he is. He better know it every single day. You are gorgeous. That's literally what he said. Like, I just want your man to know he's a lucky one. You're gorgeous. I was like, thank you. Appreciate that. So, yeah, that's kind of what it's like every time I leave my house. I think men can men sense when you don't really want or need them and they just like, not even that. I have just been carrying myself a lot different lately. Baby, one thing about me, I will never look like what I'm going through. And I am in a fun season of my life of shopping. That Fashion Nova skirt, I had just got that a couple weeks ago. Bought a random dress yesterday for Essence. I'm just like, bruh, give me a new piece of clothing, honestly. And I think just me expressing my style more, actually. And also just like, I'm being like, I want to say like girly, but like it's fun to me. It's like a creative outlet to me to like look cute. And even yesterday I was at the bar. This lady is in there and I'm like talking to one guy who, I'm gonna call him Friend Boo. He's my friend boo. He can't be much more than my friend, but in a way, he kind of is my boo. Again, if I was to have a boyfriend for every day of the week, and at this point, every day out of the month, like, it just crushes. Anywho, I'm going off. But say I'm talking to Friend Boo, and this woman comes up to me, and she's like, hey, you know, we just start talking. She wants to like get me another drink. She's telling me about what she does. She's smart as fuck. I was like, girl, you're so smart. Like, she worked in finance and she was really breaking that shit down. I was like, girl, what? She was in town for the Capital One Discover merger. I was like, oh, like I am really a girl's girl. Like after my interaction with her, I was like, bro, women are some of the baddest fucking people on the planet. She was cute. She came in there with good energy, bust down blonde. She was with her husband. They was having fun dancing. She came over to me and we're talking about a drink. She starts telling me about the history of mezcal. And I'm like, wow, like you're teaching me so many things. Like I really didn't think I liked it, but bitch, I'll try it again. Cause she was just really educating me and Can I just stop to say here again, women, because no shade to the men, but you know how men try to mansplain things. I feel like mezcal is one of those like niche things that like if a man knew how to do it, I think men can kind of work on how they teach or explain things. But who am I? Some of the best teachers in the world are men. You know, take that how you want. But it's just was something about her just like purely educating me, not in a way that was like, oh girl, you don't know this, or being condescending. She was just like, yeah, this is what it is. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. But at one point in the night, she was like, oh my gosh, like you are gorgeous. Like you are so beautiful. And like, wow, like you don't have any makeup on. And like, wow. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. I've been having a lot of days like that lately. I'm like, I am kind of taking more like attention to what I do and what I wear. But I think I also have a glow about me, and I'm also really like happy and peaceful and like frantic and busy in a lot of things. But I have so much to be grateful for, and I like to look good. Like I always knew I would be somebody who ages like fine wine, in the sense of it's only going to get better. My creativity and expression. I'm going to be soon to like actualizing this vision I have in my head of things. And now I feel like I'm close to the vision. I mean, it's never ending, of course, but I don't know. Just like I'm like your 30s are just a really good era. I don't know what to say, y'all. I think I see all that to say is like I've been having like very like positive experiences with people. Last week we went to the Linganore Wine Fest and ended up being gifted some wine, and it's like, wow, this is nice. Even I went to a restaurant the other day. The guy thought I was cute, so he gave our table some of this special bread for free. I was like, okay. He also gave me his number. It's still in my phone. Like he wrote it down on a piece of paper, and it's still in my phone. Like I haven't even texted him. I say all of this very humbly, but sometimes as a Black woman, you know, it kind of hit different. So anyway, I really am in that era. I posted my come through stepping on shit pictures. It's a long story short, it's my turn, and that's exactly what it gives.
Hey y'all, Brittany again in post. This is the end of the episode. I didn't want to end it abruptly, but thank you for listening to Very Much Dating. I'm gonna say this is 3. Part of me wants to say 2.5. I'm gonna just go ahead and say 3 if I do another one. Because this is also, as y'all can tell, like months ago. I don't even know when I recorded this. Maybe like beginning of June. I may do another one, but don't ask me for it. Okay, just hang tight. And you know, when I feel like talking about these, I will. Because what Meg say, always begging me to crash out about these losers. Shut up, enjoy this music. Like there's tons of other episodes. Tons. I'm editing, and I'm actually pre-season 3, just like getting these off. So I may drop like 3 more episodes this week, next week, who knows. Again, just sit tight, enjoy the rest of the podcast. This is just a small segment, okay? And it does have, you know, a playlist associated, which I'm gonna promote it, but you know, keep it cute. Yeah. Make sure you are following at Very Much So Pod, at Very Much Outside. I am currently recapping Houston trip. Up next is Essence Fest. And website launch / season 3 launch is happening. So stay tuned. Mark your calendars. August 17th. It's lit. Love y'all. Toodles. Make sure to review, please, the podcast itself. Please. Anyway, smooches. Bye.